This is part 2 of Solving by Undoing. There's a first part. If you want to see that, check it out. Go for it. It's one back in the playlist here. So first, back to our analogy. If you want to solve for x with this style, you need to undo everything being done to x. And here's my analogy from the first video. Here's Happy Bob. Happy Bob is wearing three things. He's wearing a t-shirt as his bottom layer, right here. Then over his t-shirt, he's wearing a red jacket or sweatshirt, and then a big green poofy parka. So if you want to remove the layers of clothing, you definitely have to remove the outside layer to the inside layer. So first you have to remove the green jacket. Once that's gone, next would be to remove the red sweatshirt. And once the green jacket and red sweatshirt are undone, you have to remove the blue t-shirt. And then you'll have, at the end of this all, Happy Bob will have everything removed, and he'll be happy and ready to go swimming or whatever it is he's doing. So this is the idea that honestly applies to these problems. Undo layers at a time, like peeling an orange or something. So let's back up here and let me erase my stuff. All right, let's start these things with the same concept as the Happy Bob analogy. So first of all, look over here at the problem. There's an 8 to get rid of, and there's a 3. Which of those two things is the outside layer? 3 is. 3 is more outside than 8 is. So we have to undo a third power. So let's think about this. An x cubed. Well, I know that an x squared is the inverse of a square root. Those are inverses. Those undo each other. But how do we undo a third power? This was new. It's actually been in our book, honestly, but we've just barely even touched this. There's a third root. It's called a cube root. So to undo a square, you use square root. To undo a cube, you do a cube root. Here's how square roots work. So square roots are, so what's the square root of 16? That one is 4 because 4 squared is 16. With cubes, it works the same way, but now you want 3 of the same number. So let's say you had cube root of 8. That works out perfectly. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. If you break down 8 to a factor, it's 2 and 4, and then from there it's 2 and 2. So really, 8, there's 3 2's inside of 8. So the cube root of 8 is 2, because 2 times 2 times 2, 3 times in a row equals 8. So that's the idea behind cube roots. Now let's back up, and now that we know a cube root will cancel out a third power, let's use a cube root on both sides of the equation. So that's what's needed here. Let me switch pen colors, so it's blue. So to undo the third power, we're going to do a cube root. And what you do to one side, you must do to the other side. You can't see it, but I'm going to write a little 3 here because that's cube root. So on this side, the cube root and the cube power will cancel out. X plus 8 is left over. And then on the right-hand side, we have to find what's the cube root of 27. Third root of 27. Well, I guess you could take a calculator, those do it, but really, there are 3 of something that does equal 27. By guess and check, 2 times 2 times 2 would equal 8, so it's not 2. 3 times 3 times 3, that'd be 9 for the first two, and 9 times 3 is 27, so that's it. The cube root of 27 is 3, because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So we have x plus 8 equals 3. To undo the addition of 8, we will do the opposite and subtract 8. And done. X equals whatever 3 minus 8 is, and 3 minus 8 is negative 5, and we are done solving for x. So we've undone all the layers. Final problem. Let me erase my work. Right. Same question. If you want to peel off the layers, what's the most outside layer here? And 5 is it. So we have to undo the 5. Let's do that by subtracting. Subtract 5 to each side of the equation. That will undo the 5. Cancels out. Left over is negative 2 times parentheses x divided by 3. And then 33 minus 5 is 28. Next thing, what's the next layer to undo? Well, you can't touch the 3 until you undo the outside negative 2. How's negative 2 attached to all this stuff? It's being multiplied right here. Ooh, wow. I have no idea what that was. Let me play this back. Sweet. That's my program here. Alright. Negative 2 is currently being multiplied to this stuff. So to unmultiply it and cancel it, we'll do division of negative 2. Because the division of negative 2 will cancel out the multiplication of it. So divide both sides by negative 2. Those cancel out. 28 divided by 2 is negative 14. And on the left-hand side, we have x divided by 3 is left over. So we get that in there. So the final thing to undo is a division by 3. How do you undo a division by 3? Well, the inverse of dividing is to multiply. So you need to do 3 times this side. And what you do to one side, you must do to the other side. How about this? I'll write the times 3 on this side just to be more clear. It doesn't matter which side, but still. The times 3 and division by 3, those will cancel. On this side, 3 times 14, or negative 14, is negative 42. And then x is left over. There's your final answer. Now try searching YouTube for maybe solve by undoing. I think you'll get something, but you need more practice problems. So search YouTube for solving by undoing, see what you get, and then on the videos you get, press pause, try to solve them on your own, and then see if you can get the right answers before pressing play and seeing the answers. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.